Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rebirth from the Ashes. This is episode 1 of a new D&D campaign that we're going to be putting on for you guys. I'm so happy to see so many people here that have showed up for the premiere. But without further ado, before I get too deep into anything or any lore building or world building, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to the wonderful cast that we have here, starting with this one over here to my left.
Me?
Yes.
You two over here, you're in a line from me, so I am Sally. I am a satyr. And she has lots of secrets. She is 26 years old. She has a faction named Arcane Adventurers with some of her friends here. And she has a pan flute that she loves to play in her free time. And that's all I got for you right now.
Okay, Green, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm gonna be playing Locke. I'm an artificer that's been going around just helping out randomly with that guild over there, and just randomly around the city, just anything that needs a little bit of engineering or any ideas to fix. I'm usually there, ready to call, and I'm always in a giant suit of armor. Nobody knows what I look like. I have a shield face, a face on a shield that I use to express my emotions so people know what I'm doing.
Fantastic. And last but not least,
I'm midget. I'm midget. Yeah. I am a Rentuki barbarian. I've been in the guild with Sally pretty much since it formed, and I'm shorter than most Rentukis, and I'm angry as hell that I'm fluffy. So.
okay, fantastic. So this is your cast. Sally and Idjit work together as arcane adventurers. And Locke sort of is a freelance worker that goes throughout his part of the city and puts in work where he can and learns more about tinkering. So I'm going to give the audience, you guys, the viewers, a little bit of information about the land that we're in. So basically, the land we're in is the land of Redoubt. Oh, and I've got a cool map here, if you can see it. So basically, it is a large walled city that's about 3 rings of city built on top of a giant mountain city at the top. Now, there's some interesting lore about the world that we are in here. So basically, 100 years ago, man, elf, and dwarf worked together simultaneously. They used the powers of magics and the power of engineering and the power of technology and the power of ancient artifacts to reach the pinnacle of unity, peace, and prosperity across the lands. And for 50 years, everybody was successful. Everybody ate. Everybody was hungry, was fed. Everybody that was thirsty was filled full of water. There were no issues. There was basically no diseases. People were living very, very long lives. There was basically no war. And one thing that man, elf, and dwarf did was, over time, as life became better and better, they began to forget about the gods that blessed them with these powers, the powers to stave off death, the powers to light the darkness, the powers to silence that's what is loud, the power to bring back a loved one. Eventually, those in power began to mock the gods of old. And as the mocking and lack of belief continued to sort of procreate throughout the land, eventually the gods decided maybe they weren't interested anymore, and if they weren't needed in this land, they'd leave. And on one day, a voice from the mountain spoke, and for 100 miles around, everyone could hear this voice, and it spoke thusly. You have grown weak in your happiness. You have grown forgetful in your bliss. You think that your great magics can control life, but you never had that power. You borrowed the power only to stave off death. But no longer will the gods of old stave off death. if the dwarves, elves, and humans of this land have decided as one that they have conquered the powers of life and death, then maybe we shall slumber. And with a loud crack of energy and noise, something quickly started to change throughout the lands. Quickly, the dead that had been buried all throughout the land were starting to become uneasy. Rattlings from underneath the ground began to fill the ears of young children sleeping in their homes. There were priests, wizards, whose spells, who had normally been able to cast these with but a thought, now their fingers, limbs being blasted off as their magic rejects them. Priests pray to their gods only to have their holy plates filled full of maggots and disease. The elves were the first to fall. Their beautiful, flowing houses, built into the trees, weaved into the nature all around them. Their dead buried underneath these trees, giving life back. Now, a cesspit, as the undead climb the same trees that they helped nourish. Scattered were the elves across the lands. Within weeks, every elven city had lost contact to the rest of the earth here on Redoubt. Scattered elves found the edges of human civilization. The humans took them in, but the elves were not the same as they once were. These once beautiful, slender, eloquent creatures now twisted in some type of demented, painful. The things that they must have seen, the things that they must have dealt with just to survive and get this far, could only be imagined. For these elves are only shadows of their former selves, hollowed eyes, rambling to themselves. The humans prepared defenses, but for as many humans died, another one joined the undead armies. No matter how many they killed, it seems that the dead just kept coming. From every direction, from the water, from the marshes, from the mountains, from their own cemeteries, from their own hospitals, as soldiers died, clinging for help, choking on potions, once filled to the brim full of magic life-giving sustenance, now melting their internal organs as the false priests that no longer have gods choke on their own prayers. Eventually, the undead pushed the humans all the way back to the mountains, and they went to the dwarves for help. For many humans and elves alike, this was their first time actually getting to meet a dwarf in person. And as they begged to come into the dwarven mines, the dwarves told them no. In exchange for protection, the humans were told that they could farm the fields above the fortress. And in exchange for food, when the hordes would come, the dwarves would come out and help defend the humans. This lasted for 3 days. Unrest amongst the humans already. People dying, people starving. They've decided to tell the dwarves, we as a people will die here together and join the undead here at the mouth of this mountain. Or you will let us in, and we will fight off the undead together. Fearing no other options, the dwarves eventually let the humans in. And in the night, the humans also brought in the ghoul. The ghoul, a cursed race, half dog, half beast, mindless creatures before the undead. Yet, when they die, they do not come back. When they eat the undead die. The humans brought the ghoul in the dead of night and only gave them one mission. Eat the dwarven nobles and take their children. So in 3 nights, the dwarves and nobles were brought to their knees, their children held hostage, their kings decapitated, their heads put on spikes. These were the bad times. Eventually, in exchange for their lives, the dwarves pledged an oath of servitude. 50 years later, the great town of Redoubt is thriving. 100-foot walls guard the outest rim, protecting the farmland all throughout, mostly worked by dwarves, ghoul, and other indentured servants, people trying to support their families. The outer circles within the farmland contain different areas, one for non-human entities, where our people are from. Sally, Locke, and Idjit all reside in the slums. Up high above the mountain, built upon the mines, this great human city, reside the humans, those with money enough to live there, those with enough influence and power to live there. Life in the slums is very different. Although you see many of the races of the land, humans only come here as perhaps guards, or perhaps kingsmen or tax people. But for the most part, the boroughs, as the people who live there who don't want to call it the slums call it, the boroughs sort of runs itself. So I will take you now. Sally, Idjit, you guys are in your headquarters for the Arcane Adventures. You've been preparing for your day. Sort of run me through that.
Well, Sally would be going through paperwork and stuff, whatever we had, to see what is going on and who needs what. Because we like to tend to help people that get stuck either outside the wall and stuff like that. We try to do our best with that stuff, so we're
Okay.
looking for missing paper, who's gone missing and stuff.
Okay, as you're looking through your papers on your desk and just seeing like what's new for the day, one thing does stand out from the rest. You see, many of these are unsolved cases that haven't been solved or no one is capable of solving them yet, but you do recognize one that is different. It suggests that there is some type of special undead that has been prowling outside of the wall and it's been trying to pick off the foresters. The foresters are, of course, another adventurers guild that goes out outside the walls not for riches, but purely to fight back the undead hordes.
Okay.
Idjit, what are you doing?
I'm off swinging my axe around, training like any good barbarian does.
Okay, all right, awesome. Sounds good. As you guys are processing that information, we are going to switch over to Locke very quick. Locke, since you're sort of a wanderer by day and sort of doing your own thing, go ahead and tell me what you'd be doing this morning.
Normally just start my day making sure all my stuff is clean, like ready to be used, and then pack up all my stuff, go have breakfast, and then just go walk around, be like, and look for who looks like they need the more help than everybody else.
Okay, well, as you're walking off towards breakfast, you see a small gnome that you know by the name of Clayton. He looks very excited and very fidgety, and as soon as he sees you, he rushes over your way. Hey, Locke, I got some good information, man.
Go look at him. Oh, really? What you got today?
Oh, I got some real good information, boss, but I'm so hungry I can't remember what it is.
Okay, the usual then.
Yeah, the usual. Clayton quickly follows you, Locke, to your usual breakfast spot, and you sit in your nook. And he sits down next to you. And he goes, okay, so you know how no one's allowed in the dwarven mines?
Yeah.
And you know how I've been telling you that my cousin Ricky has always told me that they don't let us in there because they're hiding something, man. They're hiding something in those mines, like some crazy technology, man. And maybe I found a fissure.
A fissure?
Yeah, man. So they caved in all the old mines, right? So the dwarves couldn't get out. You see, he stops and he looks around to make sure nobody's listening. They didn't want us to get in either. So I've got some guys, man. They just look around, you know? They just walk around, man. We're not doing anything illegal. We're just walking around. No one can say I'm doing anything illegal when you're just walking. So I was walking. I think I found an entrance. Dude, what could be down there, man? I can't go down there by myself. You know I can't. Yeah, I'm not a fighter, man. I'm a lover. I just find things. I just walk around, man. I talk to people.
Where is this entrance?
Okay, well, the entrance is inside the city walls, up towards the north side of town. There's an old alleyway. And in that alleyway, there's a sewer grate. And I was just walking by. Boss. And I thought I heard something. I thought I heard a noise. So I went to go look, and I saw a light. So I went and told my cousin Ricky. I said, "Hey, Ricky, there's something shiny down in there." And he jumped right on in. There was a ladder. I don't know how far it goes, but I know it goes down into the mines.
That might be worth looking into.
Would you say it's worth breakfast?
Okay, I'll say it's worth breakfast.
Okay. So Locke and Clayton enjoy a breakfast as they talk about this fissure that they found. We're going to go back to Sally and Idjit. Sally, as you've been looking over this paperwork, especially over this new one that you found that caught your eye, you hear a knock at your front door.
Come in. It's probably open. If it's not, then I'll be there in a moment.
You see a large, slender, tall, male human walk into your door. He has a small top hat on, and he's got a worn old suit on. However, he's very clean. He has a nasty look on his face as he's looking around, and he goes, "So, this is Arcana Adventurers. What is your name?"
Close enough. You're not gonna remember it anyways. What's your name? And what can I do for you?
"My name is unimportant." You see, he pulls out
Okay.
a badge out of his pocket, and it is a picture of an upside-down cross over the mountain. So you would know that this is basically a tax collector that works for the human side of the government. So, business has been good?
Not really, but you could say that, I guess.
Well, you got the lights on in here. You don't look hungry.
Barely.
Well, I'm going to have to see all your paperwork. We see that you did pay taxes last month, but there has been whispers of maybe perhaps a discrepancy in your books. So they sent me down here to just peruse them a bit.
Oh, because a satyr can't keep track of her stuff.
He rolls his eyes as well, and he says, "No, of course, none of you people. Can I please just see your paperwork so I can get out of this shanty town?"
She goes under her desk and pulls out the bottom drawer, pulls out her books, and she goes, "Here you go. Everything's in order."
He goes, "Ugh." He takes the books, and he goes and he sits down at a desk and starts reading over your paperwork. He goes, "No. No."
She walks over and stands over his shoulder, and she goes, "Is there something wrong?"
It appears that it has just been a quantitative percentage issue. So perhaps back taxes are in order.
Oh, so you're just gonna take more money because you think we have the money?
Oh, I understand right now that all of the people of the land are going through some type of
How much?
economic reform. Well, let me look. You see, he takes out one of those little, what are they called?
Abacus?
A little abacus, but instead of just like stones, they're like all crystals. Like it looks very expensive, and he just starts doing some quantitations.
She turns her head over to a corner that there's no one standing there. She goes, I know that's pretty. We cannot take it. It's his.
He looks mildly concerned, and he goes, only 300 gold pieces for the last 3 months.
Only. She goes to the back room, to a different room, and she grabs out 300 gold pieces of her own, not of the company's, and brings back out to him.
Okay, I would like you to make a perception check. Idjit, you can also make a perception check if you'd like.
I got a 19.
You got a 19? Okay.
Yeah.
Sally?
Give me 1 second. I got a 14.
Okay. Sally, you go back into the back. Idjit, as she leaves, you sort of glance over and you look over at this guy, and you see a very weird tattoo that looks like a snake coming down his wrist, biting into an apple. And you would know that if you work for, the government here, you're not allowed to have tattoos.
I go and stop Sally as she's coming out. Like,
Okay.
as she's
So
crossing the doorway. Like,
so you guys meet each other at the doorway and stop. He can see
And
you
that-
guys.
I just tell her, check his wrists. Like, under my breath, just in passing, just check his wrist as I go into the back room.
She takes a little satchel that she has money in, and she tucks it in her little blouse, and she goes. She
You
goes,
tuck
"Thank
300 gold pieces into your
Yep.
blouse?
Yeah, it's in a satchel thing. And she puts it there. Yes, she does. Yep. I said what I said.
That would be 300 pounds. No, it wouldn't. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, so you have this mystery bulge
Yes.
on your chest as
You
you go
probably
to
saw
talk
her
to him.
do it.
And
That's
he-
fine.
Okay, so you weren't hiding this at all.
No, I wasn't hiding that.
Okay, understood. You approach.
She goes, "Are you sure it's that much?"
He
Can
looks
she-
back at his abacus and he goes, "Well, of course it is. Just here, do the math with me." And he starts flicking
She goes,
through.
I just in the books. Can you show me
Uh-huh,
where?
yeah.
And while he does that, can she check his wrists?
Okay, yes. Are you trying to keep up with anything he's trying to show you?
No, I'm literally just looking to see what
Okay,
my friend was trying to tell
you
me.
definitely see the tattoo with Idjit pointing it out to you. It's pretty easy. It's on his wrist, and like every time he like reaches up and does his abacus, his like little shirt sleeve comes down a little bit, and you can definitely see it.
She goes, I still don't think I understand. But
At this point, Stick, I've turned around and come back out the room. Like, I literally just walked in, like, turned around and came right back out. Like,
Understood.
I still don't think I understand. But are you? Can I see your badge again? I've never seen one up close this close. And I'm sorry. Like I said, we are very stupid. You're a human. You know what you're talking about. But I just put those back on.
you better not be getting
Not-
alcohol.
Are you ready to protect me?
Oh yeah. That's why I made sure I told him I turned around, back around. Like,
I'm not
Yeah,
done talking.
Just wanted to have a couple D20s nearby for no reason. Nothing y'all are doing.
No reason at all, right?
Nothing y'all are doing at all. Mm. All right. Continue.
Now you got me lost.
He looks uncomfortable, and he flips out his wallet quickly and shows you his badge. Do a perception check.
That's only 12.
Idjit?
Nat 20.
First nat 20. Okay, there we go. All right, Sally, it looks legit to you, 100%. You've seen plenty of badges like this before. It definitely looks legit. Idjit, it looks really good, but you see, like, when he flips it, it's sort of like, like peels off just a little bit, and it's like, maybe that's a sticker. That's definitely some type of fucking sticker with an enchantment on it.
All right. I think I've already had my axe out because I've been.
Yeah, I am aware. I'm aware that you're holding an axe.
I kind of position myself between Sally and this guy.
Okay, so you just like get up
I
in
just
there.
kind of squeeze in with my axe. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, he definitely like stumbles back a little bit, like back into that chair, and he goes, "Hey, what's the big idea?"
I don't think that's real, buddy. As I.
Sally goes, no way, that's definitely real. Have you not seen it?
No, that is
I've
not
seen you
real.
like this.
That's
It's
not
so
real.
real.
It's like
Why?
peeling.
Hey. So,
Hey,
What?
what?
you know what? Keep
What?
keep the money. I will go back, and I'm gonna say that I came here to collect, and this disgusting little fucking creature with the axe here,
Whoa.
this fucking scientific abomination,
We were having a great
came up to
time
me
talking.
when I showed you proper identification.
Whoa. We were having... One second. Wait. We were having a great time. Okay. We were having a great time. Let's
about
just...
to have a great time.
What... You said that you saw discrepancies. Can you show me where those are?
No. I think I'm done talking. I think I'm gonna go comply.
Don't even let him get out of his chair.
He goes to get up out of the chair. Are you gonna forcefully stop him?
Yeah.
Roll me a strength check, buddy. I love my dice roller.
Oh, the 7. Oh, no, it's not. It's a 10.
I got a 10. He gets 0 pluses, so that's a
I
roll
get
off.
plus 7.
So you rolled a 3?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got a 17 this time. Plus 7 is 24.
Wait, let me answer the freaking chat. JD, I just put my name, pay for inspo. I have more bits. I will say 500 bits, you can have an inspo. 1,000 bits, you can curse somebody. Sir?
Inspo to DM. He said 500.
My son just came and opened my motherfucking door. He's upset it's his bedtime, dude. Mama's about to put him to bed. Ugh. No, I have a random curse chart and a random boon chart that I would do for 1,000, and I'll do inspos for 500. Steak, are you smashing dwarfs? Not yet.
It's already happened.
Okay, so opposed strength check?
I just rolled that. I told you I rolled a 17. Plus 7 is 24.
I rolled a 17 plus 0. He tries to get up, and like he surprises you because he like almost sort of pushes through it, and then you push him firmly back down into his seat. And he goes, "Okay, now this is assault."
No. What you were trying to do was steal. Last I remember, guards weren't supposed to have tattoos.
You see, he like looks down at his wrist.
That thing in your wallet is just a fake.
Go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage. And Sally, you were gifted an inspiration from the audience.
Okay.
The way I do inspiration is basically, you try something crazy, and if you use an inspiration, I'm gonna give you like a chance for it to actually fucking work, even if it's ridiculous, because it's
Got
D&D
it.
and I think it's fun.
Okay.
So 17.
Yeah, he folds immediately. He just like starts sweating, and he's like, "Okay, look.
Look
Uh,
what?
it's hard for everybody out here, right? I'm just
Exactly.
trying. I'm just trying to make some money, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we
For
are
who?
too.
For yourself or?
Yes, dude. I'm this tall. I'm not supposed to be this skinny. I haven't eaten, man. This is just for food, and I just figured if I did it to you guys instead of you know,
Can
Instead of what? Instead
is
of getting
he
it from another human, you doing it to us lesser beings?
is he stuck in his spot? Could I go through his pockets right now?
I mean, I don't think he would try to stop you, but he's definitely be like, hey, no,
I'd like to
stop.
try to go through his pockets.
Okay, roll me a d20. It's just a luck check.
14.
A 14? Okay. You find a rolled up parchment. You find a rolled up parchment. You find a small sack of gold holding 15 gold pieces and a small dagger. Yeah, I got all kinds of crazy curses in here, Ozone.
Okay. I from out my blast I take out 5 gold pieces. I put it in his sack. I hand it back to him. I go, "That's paying for the parchment and the dagger. Have a great day." Let him go.
Do you let him up?
If she says she's fine, I'll let him go.
He just scrambles. As soon as you let him up, he gets up, he knocks the chair down, and he just tears out of the shop.
Don't come back.
Does he lose his hat in the rush?
Okay. No, he keeps his hat on. I got a 17.
Okay.
He takes off. Would you like to look at the parchment?
Yes, I would.
Okay. As you unroll it, you see there's a list of businesses, and misspelled on top of it, it just says game plan. Step 1, taxes. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. And y'all's business was the first name on the list. However, when you flip the parchment over, it is a rudimentary drawing of the city and a plotted out course that goes maybe 2 or 3 miles out to the east of the wall and an X mark. There's a bunch of scribbles on the page like, what could it be? How far is that? Where is it? How to scale wall.
I show my friend. I'm like, look at this fun shit. Look, we can go for treasure.
Yeah, I
Okay.
see that.
Yeah.
So as you guys are looking over your newly acquired map, I'm going to switch back over to Locke, who is just now finishing his breakfast with that guy's name who I made up earlier, and I can't remember it right now.
I wrote it down. Clayton.
Clayton! Thank you so
Clayton.
much. So, thanks for feeding me, boss. I got to go take a walk.
All right, go on. You know,
All right.
I know the deal.
Yeah, he daps you up, and he takes off. He's just one of the many people that you've helped along your travels that sort of just knows your name. And when they hear of like some cool information, they try to get it to you. So with this newly found information, and he had given you during like your eating, like a brief description and some street names, just enough so that you know where to go to get to where he's talking about, right?
Yep. So I'd go take a walk and look at the area and scout it out a little bit, see what I see, and then I'd probably go over to Sally's because she's always looking for random info like that and see if she'd be interested in maybe trying to go into a mine.
Thanks, Crab, motherfucker.
What?
I was trying to answer a question for the chat, which I shouldn't be even reading it because it's distracting. Locke, what did you say you were going to do? I'm sorry.
He's coming to
I'm
hang
gonna
out with
go
Alpha.
He's coming to you guys, right?
investigate the area. I'm gonna go look at the area in the daytime, look
Oh,
what
okay.
it looks like, see what it's like, and then not really look too hard, just look around where the grade is and everything, and then go give this info to Sally because she's always looking for random stuff like this.
How much gold do you have on your person?
Me?
Yes.
700.
Okay. So you would know because of your race. To get up into the north side, you're probably going to have to bribe some guards. But other than that, people know you well enough. To the viewers, our players here are all level 7. So they're slightly known around town. But sure, we're going to follow Locke as he travels maybe a couple miles of farmland past the burrows to get up to the first gate. Now you see 2 guards are standing there, 2 humans, each in chainmail with halberds. And they're standing there. This is pretty much the burrow gate into the city, so you're pretty used to traveling through this one. You get up there. What's going on, Locke?
You know the usual. Do my walk around, see who needs what.
All right. Well, I hate to do this to you because we've known each other for a little while now, right?
Oh, yeah, I know the deal.
I hate to hassle you, but I don't need money. My kid got his hand chopped off. He got the rot. He ain't got a hand anymore, Locke.
All right, what you need from me?
I want my kid to be able to wave goodbye to me when I go to work. Is there something you could do? Could you build something for him?
I could maybe make a fake one. It might not work so good, but the fingers will wiggle if you want.
I appreciate it, Locke. Yay, here, take this pass for the day. And he slides you a piece of paper.
Thank you.
And you know that this is basically like a pass to just get through the gates, unhassled.
Give me a couple days. I'll give you a rundown of what I got.
Hey, I'll be right here, Locke.
All right.
And he lets you pass through. As you pass through the city, I want you to go ahead and just roll me a luck check for being a non-human walking around by yourself.
Nobody knows I'm not human.
But they know that you've lived in the burrows like forever. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please
That
don't.
one.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
Bear, welcome to D&D. Everyone is.
Okay. So as you walk into sort of like town center, you are immediately spotted by some of your arch nemesises. There's a group of maybe 5 to 7 13-year-old kids with sticks that call you Trash Can Man. And whenever they see you, they harass the hell out of you. And as you're walking up into the city to try and, get yourself oriented to where you're going, you just hear from the distance, "Hey, yo, Trash Can Man! Where you going, Trash Can Man? You trying to find some trash boy?" And you see that you're quickly being surrounded by these 13, it's like 4 or 5 youths. You see, per usual, they are holding sticks, little less than billy clubs. They're sort of like a street urchin gang, and they hate you.
Sup?
What do you mean, sup? What are you doing out of the burrows, Trash Can Man? You see one of the kids is like coming behind you with a stick, trying to tap at your armor.
I know they can't actually hurt my armor, so I don't even do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. They just come in, they fucking try to beat on you and talk shit. Do you stop walking?
I'm gonna make I'm gonna make my shield look confused.
Is Trash Can Man upset? Did we hurt Trash Man Cans? Get him, boys! You see the boys are gonna jump on you. They're attacking you as much as they can. They cannot penetrate your armor. They can't really hurt you. They're kids. But there's 5 of them. So I'm going to roll 5 d20s just to see if I get a nat 20.
Okay.
9 and an 8. 8 and a 2. This is not good news for these 2 d20s. And a 15. Yeah, they're hitting you with their sticks. They're yelling, Trash Can Man! Trash Can Man! Trash Can Man! Eventually, as you ignore them and they beat on you, eventually a guard notices and he tells the kids to screw off. And the kids run off and they go, this ain't the last you seen of us, Trash Can Man! We'll be back! And they take off. What do you do now?
Brush off some dust and just continue walking.
Locke continues onward with no more issues. Eventually, you find the mouth to the alley that he told you about. And at the end of the alleyway, you do see what looks to be like a large sewer grate. Like one of the ones that's like built into the sidewalk that's like rectangular that you could fit like a person through. There's one of those at the end of the alleyway.
Right. I'm just. Does it look relatively like if I was to like hop in there at any point in time, it would be easy to see me?
I wouldn't say that you've approached it yet. You're at the mouth of the alleyway. You haven't approached it yet. It's still about like 20, 30 feet away.
Like, could I like?
It looks like you could
duck
duck into it. Yeah. It looks like you could like dive in there.
Okay, but it would be able to be like me to be seen from my spot. Like you would see someone duck in there.
Like if someone ducked in there in front of you, you'd definitely see him. If somebody was in there right now, you wouldn't be able to tell from outside.
Yeah, no, that what I mean is like from my spot, would if someone happened to look at the same time I ducked in, would they see me? And the answer is yes.
You'd have to roll a stealth check.
Yes.
But I mean, as you look around right
basically-
now, there's not like a lot of people around. Like nobody's down this alleyway. Just like your normal passerbys are going down this main street. You're definitely getting a lot of eyes on you because of what you look like. You know, you're a giant plate mail. How tall are you?
Yeah. 6 something?
Yeah, and you're not. You wouldn't say that you're shaped superhuman like, would you?
No, I just look like a tall person
In
in
plate mail
full
armor.
armor.
Got you. Okay, I'm just trying to visualize 100%. Yeah, but you don't see like a lot of people, just your normal traffic walking up and down the street. How would you like to approach?
I'm just gonna walk through the alley. Like, is it look like a throughway alley or is it like a dead end one?
It looks like a dead end alley.
Oh. I'm not gonna go in. I just really wanted to see it. If it was a throughway one, I would have taken a walk through, but I don't want to go through the dead end one right now. I'll come back at a different time.
Okay, sounds good. And what are you gonna do now?
And I'm gonna go just do like a quick little walk around of the area, do my little search around, like a quick little search around, see if anyone needs help. If I don't see anything too interesting or important looking, I'm gonna go just directly to Sally.
Okay, yeah, you do your rounds. There's not many places within the city. There's not many people here that would reach out to the boroughs for any artificery work unless it was like highly specific. So you do have some contacts in the city, but not many. So you do your quick rounds there, and then you do your more intensive rounds around the boroughs, you know, checking in on different families and different customers that you have, different people that know you and your abilities. It doesn't seem like a lot of people need anything other than mundane little fixes and quick things that you do like on the spot. And before long, you find yourself in front of Sally and Idget's establishment. and you see a large man in a panic rush out of the door and run past you. Do you do anything?
Nope.
Yeah, he just runs past you. You see the door is wide open. You hear Sally and Idget laughing from inside.
I'm gonna walk in. You make sure my shield still says confused, and just walk
Okay.
in, shield up, be like, and then thumbs back. What was that?
I got a knife.
You need a popsicle stick with like different little signs with different emojis that you can put up for your shield, dude. You need
Yes,
something.
I need to get that.
If you do that, like that would be so cheap and easy to do, and it would be great. Oh my god. So I'm assuming you
Shit.
guys share information with each other. You guys share the map. He shares. Locke, would you share the sewer location with your friends here?
Yes, that's the reason I was coming in the first
Right.
place.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and share information with each other. Where do you guys go from here?
I also share the information about the first parchment I was looking at, about the special undead.
And that as well. Wow, there's 3 hooks out there.
Seems dangerous.
Well, I suggest if we're gonna go to the sewer, that we do it at night, so that way me and Sally walking around in the city is a lot less noticeable than it would be during the day.
Actually, I'd prefer if we did that in like a day or two anyway, because I want to change my armor.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do
With the map?
we know how to get outside the wall?
You guys have passes through your company, Arcane Adventurers. You guys have passes to the outside. You're able to just go out any one of the main entrances.
Okay.
As long as you guys are on like official business and you guys get Locke his, pass to be with you guys, he needs a pass too. So since he's not like official, he doesn't have an official pass. When he works with you guys, it's like a freelancer. So you guys have to make him one.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys would definitely know how to get outside the walls. I would say that you guys have gone probably at least a mile or two in every direction from the wall, other than up the mountain, because the mountain is like a holy site, and people are just really scared to go there, and nobody really ever does. This map that you've got is actually like 2.5 miles past the wall where the X stops, which would be 1.5 miles further than you guys have ever been from, Redoubt.
That sounds interesting, but I kind of want to see what this special infected thing's about. I want to learn a bit about that.
Sally holds the map and she goes, "A treasure. Could be magic treasure. You know that's not around
we
here
do
that often."
Can't we do both? Where's the infected?
Yeah, does it specify where they are?
The special undead had been rumored to be around the farms of the east side, inside the wall.
Inside the wall.
Well,
That's probably more.
So,
I
like,
think
to
we
get
should do
more
that one
information
first.
from that, it does say to talk to Farmer Frank on the bottom of that contract, and it has his address. So you'd know that he lives on the like northeastern side of the inner outer gate, out in the like farmland area.
Do we want to go talk to Farmer and then make our decision?
I mean, we have that contract there, right?
Yep.
Might as well do the contract first.
Treasure.
I
No,
understand.
that's fine.
I understand, but how do you expect to pay to get outside the? How do you expect to get outside the wall if we're not under contract? We can't just go outside the wall without being under contract.
Fine.
Can't.
I can go find the contract that makes us go outside the wall.
Okay, Sally, you go through and look through. You've got plenty of contracts laying around that were like either too dangerous and nobody has signed up for it, or like you guys have already went and looked and checked an area that you had a map for and it didn't turn into anything. So you definitely could come up with like a contract to leave the to leave with.
She puts that right next to the map and she goes, "We could do this." But she goes, "I think we should go look at the special undead first, and then we can do this."
Yes, that works. Yes.
Okay, so the three of
Yay.
you are going to head to Farmer Frank's house.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
As I'm saying yes, I'm like beating my head on my axe because I'm having to fight about this. Like...
okay, so Sally, Idjit, and Locke leave their little headquarters, leave the burrows, and start heading north to the upper farmland. It's about 1.5 miles to get to where you need to go. It's not a very long walk. And when you get there, you see that there are a bunch of people, maybe about 40 to 50 people, that are around an intersection near Farmer Frank's house. They're all wearing black, and it seems like they sort of have like a little procession. And they're heading towards the giant infirmary. Is that what it's called when you light things on fire in a place? They have like a giant crematorium for the farmlands, and you see that they're taking 3 figures towards that. So you could only imagine that these deaths were probably recent and probably related to what you guys are here for.
Is there any music playing?
Is there any music playing?
Yeah.
No, y'all are just outside.
Okay,
It's a quiet, silent procession.
Oh, it's silent.
Everybody's dressed in black. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
She wants to pull out her pan flute and do a sad song for him.
I got a 6.
Okay. You
That's
don't
a nat
notice
20
anything.
plus 2.
Okay. Locke?
Hold on. 9.
Okay, Idjit and Locke, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary about this procession. Sally, as you're looking, you notice that the 3 bodies that are being carried, like normally it takes like 4 people to carry a body. Each one of these bodies is just being carried by a woman in a black veil. These are probably people's kids.
She stops for a minute and she does a small little prayer to her god, and she prays for no more deaths from these things, and then she looks at her friends and she goes, "We need to get rid of these, like, now."
All right, you need to go ahead and make me a religion check and tell me what your prayer is.
That's a 16. And she basically just prays that no one else gets hurt by these undead, and that the family can grieve in peace and not be hurt anymore.
Okay. All right. As you close your eyes to quickly make this prayer, you feel a slight breeze push some of the hair out of your face. It feels like your prayer was heard. And as you watch, the procession slowly makes their way to the crematorium. Farmer Frank's house is up ahead.
She looks up and she goes, "Thank you," and then she starts walking to his house.
Okay. As you guys approach Farmer Frank's house, you see Farmer Frank is a stout dwarf that stands at about 3.5 feet tall. He wears very, very plain, boring farmer clothes. He's holding a hoe in one hand and a crossbow in the other, which you guys would know it is a felony for any dwarf to carry a weapon. So this would be like seeing somebody outside of a hospital with a gun. Like, this is like a big deal. He shouldn't have it. Something is going on right now.
I'm going to go straight up to him.
Now, as you approach... Go ahead.
Oh. Got a request that you needed aid for some from some undead in the walls, and we're here to help.
He looks your crew over real quick. He says, "Well, don't look like y'all's from the government. Mm-hmm. We got something out here. It's attacking the youngins."
I look like government.
We don't look like government.
The opposite of
Well,
that.
that's a good. Well, good thing, because you're not supposed to have that either. So.
Well, until they get someone out here to get rid of this thing, we got to protect ourselves. If you are you planning on talking to the guards about this? You see, he like puts it behind his back a little bit.
Talk to the guards about what? Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm just a good old farmer. I try to farm potatoes. Potatoes come up ash. Try to farm corn. Corn comes up ash. So now I just make barley. But I used to have 17 sons. Now, the undead took 3. The ghouls took another 5. 3 ran off to the city. And 1 just got eaten. Well, I don't know if eaten is the right word. I guess drained?
Drained?
Well, I walked out into the barley field. Jebediah was supposed to be planting the new harvest, and I seen he was out there laying around. So I went out there and I kicked his boot, and I said, "Jebediah, get to work." But then he didn't move. And when I looked down at his face, he was pale as a ghost, skin cold, just like all the other ones.
All the other ones?
The
Well,
children.
counting my poor Jebediah, that would be 14. 14 kids in the last 2 weeks. That's a kid a day. Folks is scared to go to sleep tonight.
Were they all around the same? How did you find them all in different places or around the same place? This is important.
Well, he sits down with you, and he pulls out like a small rudimentary like drawing of this sort of like burrow. The farmlands are all cut up into what crop they yield primarily. So you've got like take your circle. You've got like this quadrant over here, like 4 quadrants for you're in the northeastern one right now, and all the deaths have been like within this 1.5 to 2 mile, circular area. Well, and that's about it started happening about 2 weeks ago after all them damn refugees came through. You know?
What refugees?
Well, about 2 weeks ago, they let in, I think it was 3 of them darned crazy elves, lost in madness. 2 of them went into the city, and 1 I thought stayed out in the burrows around you folks. And I'll let each of you roll a history check, Locke with advantage.
Uh,
19.
21.
Okay. You guys definitely remember seeing a new elf around the burrows that had sort of just been sauntering around, mostly at night. Locke, you've bumped into him, like, I say bumped into, like you've seen him walking down the street and you've passed without saying anything, as is your, customary type of way to go about life. Sally, Idjit, you've seen him, like, walk past the shop before. So you definitely know it's like a slender, white-haired elf. He has, like, crazy homeless people eyes, like a lot of the elves do nowadays, and he sort of just mutters to himself all the time. But you don't recognize ever really seeing him during the day.
And it's only been kids.
And it's only been kids. So now you see why I got this here crossbow, bo. We can't just let it get our children. But I did hear a rumor. Old Billy took a shot at it. He said he saw it running through his fields like a black shadow on all fours, running. Said it looked like a man, though. He took a shot at it with his crossbow. He swears he hit it, but we didn't find no blood. We didn't find no crossbow bolt neither.
Did it make a noise or anything?
He said that it screamed out into the night.
So it feels pain. And it's only one.
Well,
That they know of.
That
little
we
lady,
know of.
I ain't never done seen it.
Okay.
All I know is kids keep dying, and I got background TV noise coming from one of y'all.
Not me.
Okay.
What's the youngest kid and what's the oldest kid?
Roll 2d20.
4,
A 4.
17.
Jebediah was 17. Just last night,
Kid.
we lost one of the youngest. She's getting carried out to the crematorium now. Rumor was she was 4, and it happened inside her own house. They found her like that in her bed. We've made all kinds of posters. We've sent out help wanted everywhere. The government ain't done sent nobody. The kingdom ain't done sent nobody. The humans ain't done sent nobody. Y'all are the first ones to show up. It's been 2 weeks.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at the sky. How long until nighttime?
Right now it's like midday. So you have like half the day to do whatever you guys want to do.
I want to make some plans.
Yeah, I want to make some plans too. What you thinking, Bo? You see, he grabs his crossbow in front of him.
Trying to think about how to set up like a decoy or fake to try to attract, like lure him in and see what I can catch.
Well, I can't wait to find out what's gonna happen. If you need my help at all, you let old Farmer Frank know.
Do you have any animals that are headed for slaughter soon?
Well, that's like asking me if I got gold worth throwing down the porta-john. Nah, I ain't got no livestock. You know the humans control all the meat production anyway. I can't remember the last time I had a steak.
I don't know. Sometimes we get glue animals.
Well, whatever you can do. We don't have a lot to offer, and you know that if you ain't got gold, you barter. I don't have a lot to give, but I do have a few men that could need a job. Maybe I could put them to work for you for free. You wouldn't have to pay them or nothing. You understand? It's illegal. It's illegal to pay dwarves here. So
Well, maiden, it's not illegal if I happen to drop something behind me and I don't notice, and you pick it up. Wink.
now you see almost an incredibly greedy glitter in his eye for a second, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Farmer Frank don't know nothing about no money. Farmer Frank just trying to work."
Don't do that to her.
Oh, the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, she's sad.
I might head to the shops, and I think I need to go find some supplies. I'm gonna come back before it hits nightfall and see if I come up with any ideas for you.
Well, all of us here up in the Northeast would appreciate it. We're gonna be out here tonight with torches and, well, whatever weaponry we may or may not have is gonna be out. It would be really nice if we had someone out here that had our backs. And with that, Farmer Frank goes back to work. You would know here in the boroughs, there's sort of like a one-stop shop for all your shopping. It's not like up in the marketplace or even, the rumored black markets of the big city. You guys sort of just have like an open-air bazaar, but it is all run by a large hill giant named Grung.
Ron?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go find Gron. Or whatever shopkeep under him would have.
Mm-hmm. As
Random
you head
knickknacks.
to the notorious Grung's shop, it is a large sort of open air market. It's got different shelves in different areas where he's got armor, he's got weaponry. You see Grung is about 9 foot tall, like 3 locks wide. He's just a large guy, and he hangs out, and he controls this whole market. Locke, Grung pretty well because you've came and helped done like different tinkering and different work to help his store because he's a big guy and he's not very good with his hands. So he breaks stuff a lot.
That's fair.
So you actually have a very good working relationship with Grung. And when he sees you guys, Grung goes, "Oh, Locke, good friend, come see Grung, Locke." And he reaches out, like, beckoning for you to come over with his big, big, oversized hands.
Go straight up to him and ignore everything else.
Okay. As soon as you get up to him, he immediately reaches down to pick you up and give you a hug. Do you let him?
Oh, yeah, of course I let him.
Okay, you feel your armor straining under the pressure because Grung hugs way too hard. And he goes, Grung, love Locke very much. Good metal man. He gives you a big hug and he sets you back down. What need from Grung?
Love you too, man. I think I need a lot of caltrops.
Grung make a big spiky break foot, right?
Yes.
He shuffles loudly over. You see his girth is just pushing like other products like out of the way on like different like standing racks that sort of just like bend out of his way. And he comes back and he has a caltrop in his hand about the size of my fist, with 4 prongs, and it stands up by itself. And he shows one to you. How many? How many from Grung? Grung make you good deal.
Grung, how much for 50?
Grung looks and thinks for a second, and I'm gonna roll an intelligence check. He got a nat 20. He goes, well, Grung have to take in economic viability of where Grung get metal nowadays. So Grung have to take in delivery costs. Grung has to take into account overhead. Grung has to take into account taxes. So Grung says 1 gold piece a caltrop.
That's fair. That's fair, Grung. I can do that for you.
Okie dokie.
I'll need about 50.
He walks back to the back where he obtained the original caltrop, and he comes back with a jingling, heavy metal bag of caltrops.
Okay, and I take that and sling it over my shoulder, and then I need chain.
Grung says,
About 50 feet.
Big
50
chain?
feet of chain.
Little chain. Chain for people? Chain for dragon? Chain for bedroom? Grung no judge?
Chain for people. I
All
think would be good enough. I think chain for people.
right, he stomps off and he comes back with like a box full of different sized handcuffs. And then he also has like some different styles of chain. Like he has like little sample links that's like 4 or 5 links showing you like different thicknesses to show you what you're trying to figure out.
Like whichever one's like the average one that you would see like manacles to a wall with.
Okay, yeah, he definitely finds you some. Grung say, I just swear to God, I got another nat 20. Grung say, well, caltrop made of same thing. Steel chain made out of. Grung have to also look at all these things and make sure Grung make good money out of deal. 1 gold piece for 1 foot.
Okay, I will do the same. That is fair. And I think that's all I need. Me making a big trap tonight.
Okay, how many feet of chain do you want to buy?
50.
Okay, so you give him about 100 gold pieces, right?
Yep.
Who's Locke friends? Little one. So cute, so scary. Very big
Hey, don't call me
muscles.
cute.
Oh, it bites back. I like it. What is your name?
My name's Idjit. Don't you dare call me cute again.
Oh. Oh. My bad. Idjit, you look like man. Great taste. Much money. Look around. Grung have many nice things. He reaches over and he grabs like a coat. Grung have this coat made of ice fox tail. You see, it looks like some type of white jacket. It's definitely made of some type of fur.
I start kind of tugging on my own fur. Like, I'm already furry. I don't need more fur.
Oh, he sets that down and he reaches over and he grabs like a jug. He says, "You need this. This get all the fleas. You wash with this once a day. No bugs. Grung promise you, no bugs. If you use every day."
I think I'm good, Grunt. What weapons do you have, though?
You see Grung like saunters over there, moving stuff out of the way. You hear like things clattering and falling. You see that there are like 2 elves that are walking around, sort of like sullenly around the shop and like fixing things and putting things back up on shelves and stuff behind him. And he shows you they have a pretty decent selection. They have all of your basic weaponry. They have axes, swords, battle axes, short swords, rapiers, halberds.
Any warhammers?
Yeah, they have a warhammer up on the shelf for sure. It looks to be a 2-handed warhammer. Looks very heavy, but it's up there.
Can I see it?
Yeah, it's large up on the shelf. Grung looks at the warhammer and he looks at you and he just goes, "Oh, no, Grung help you." And Grung, he picks like a short sword up with like his 2 big fingers and he pulls it down to you. Idjit, trust Grung. This for Idjit size.
No. Let me see the warhammer.
Oh,
Sally
okay.
goes, "I'll try that." She takes the sword.
He goes up and with both hands he goes up and he grabs the big warhammer. With no effort at all, he hands it to you. And what is your strength, Idjit?
18.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and make a strength check when he hands you this warhammer.
17 plus 4, so 21.
Yeah, it's heavy as hell, but you feel it in your hands, and like it may be a little hard at first for you to get used to using it because it's so unwieldy for your size. You definitely can fight with this thing without getting exhausted. Like, this is good. It feels good in your hands. Grung actually looks impressed and he goes, "Oh, little beast strength."
Mm. Mm. Ooh. Can I take a couple like swings with it to feel the weight?
I mean, it feels good. It's really heavy, but it's got some range on it. You feel like you could reach out and touch people with it. You definitely feel like you could use it for sure.
How much is this? If I hear nat 20, I'm gonna swing.
I got a 7. He goes, Grung says 700 gold.
Yeah, will you take a great axe and some gold for trade?
Let me see axe.
And I pull out my great axe. I put down the warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Grab my great axe.
Okay, he takes it and he looks it over and he analyzes it a little bit. And how much gold you offer Grung? Grung eat a lot of food. Not a lot of
500
food.
gold.
Deal. And he takes the axe and he puts it in the exact same spot that the warhammer was in. He takes the money and he puts it in just a massive pouch, like on the front of his apron.
hmm
And he immediately stops looking at you and turns towards Sally. Oh, hello. What are you, little forest creature?
I'm a satyr.
Satyr? I never knew her. Oh, Grung tries so hard sometimes. Whoa, tough
He has a small
crowd.
chuckle.
Grung starts pointing around and he's, does the lady like clothes? He's like pointing at clothes and like flowers and like potion materials.
Ooh, she looks at the potion materials.
You see that there is a bunch of raw materials that you would need here to start crafting your own potions. He's got a book there on selling or on creating and selling potions. They've got a bunch of different little sort of like basic components you'd need to make like basic potions.
How much is it?
You talk to Grung, and Grung tells you that the book is worth about 50 gold pieces. The little potion starter kit setup, easy bake oven thing that he's got for sale here is 500 gold pieces. So you like, or you no like, or you like, or you no like?
I like, but I think the book is priced fairly. I think the items are a little expensive.
Grung think maybe he charged too little to give maybe ability to save friend life.
Well, I can save friend life, but these would be on the side. So I think 500 for all of it.
All right.
Include the book.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Double check.
I don't know what your bonuses are.
That's a 16 plus
You got
5?
him. I rolled a 10. He seems pretty convinced. Grung stops and he scratches his head for a little bit and seems to think about it and goes, Grung, no, you still have to come back and keep buying material, though. So Grung agrees.
Wonderful. I will be back for more material.
Right? And he reaches his hand out for payment.
She hands it over.
Okay. Cool. Grung have much more? Anything else? Deep pockets? Grung going to eat good tonight.
Love you, Grung, but I gotta go.
Grung love Locke. He comes over and he gives you another massive fucking hug. You can just feel the strain in your armor. It's just before he stops squeezing and lets you go. What would you guys like to go?
Later.
You now have some new material. You know, he gives you your bag of caltrops. He cuts you some fresh chain. Idja got his new weapon, and Sally went and got her a little potion starter kit. Basically.
I'm very excited for that.
So, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna. Trying to think if I wanted to attach the chain to some caltrops, but I don't think I want to waste the time doing that. So I'm just gonna go back to the farmer's house.
Okay, you go back to Farmer Frank's house, and you see that he's sort of just like standing in the field with a 1,000-mile stare. He's got 2 sons out there working the field with him. You see that they're working. It's a very somber vibe out here. You could tell everybody's sort of distracted with all the death lately.
Okay, gonna go up to Farmer Frank. Hey, yo,
What's happening,
got
Bo?
some stuff here. Need your help. So, where are all the kids? We need to round them up tonight.
Well, we've been rounding them up and keeping them in the church. Yeah, he points
Okay,
over at
good.
a small 2-story church. It looks like, driving through the country of the South, any one of those little white churches you'd see popping up. They've got one over there. You see that there are some female dwarves outside, and you definitely hear the sound of like dwarven children playing inside, even from here, because it's only like a block away. And they've got them all gathered together as is.
Okay, so we want all the youngins in tonight as early as possible before dark time. And I want you and some boys to help me set up some traps and some trips.
All right. Well,
And I want them in front of the youngins. I don't want them outside the building. I don't want them anywhere. I want them as close to the youngins as possible. They ain't moving nowhere tonight. And I want them to be surrounded so nothing ain't touching them.
well, I hear what you're saying, and I think there ain't no time like the present. Let's get to the church and let's start setting it up. We only got a couple hours before dark, and everybody around here already knows to be tucked inside. Now,
All right, so let's get to it.
everybody was in the church last night, and we still lost 3. Well, I don't know what we're going to do, but hopefully our prayers are answered tonight. And he leads you guys down to the church.
Okay. So, how many kids we talking?
When you go inside, there are about 27 kids. All different
That's
ages.
all of them?
Underneath and 17. Yeah, there used to be like 50 kids.
Okay.
And for dwarves, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah. Where do they sleep? How do they sleep? Are they going to be all just laying on this floor? Where?
You see, it looks like they've pushed all the pews up against the walls, and they've got like different sleeping mats put out, different bedding set up for all the different kids. You see, they've got the younger kids sort of like herded towards the middle, and the older kids are sort of around on the outside. You see that there's a bunch of like dwarven moms in here, just reading and entertaining the kids and trying to feed them and keep everybody from fighting. There's a few elderly dwarves here as well with like makeshift weaponry that you know is definitely illegal as hell. But you can tell just a glint of steel here, the sound of a knife scraping there. You know that they're definitely armed. And that's pretty much the situation. It's about 20 feet deep, this church, but it's about 30 feet wide. So they're spread out in this big area up in front of like the pew, not the pew, the podium.
I want to go to the people that have the weapons that aren't supposed to.
Okay.
I got a question to ask them.
You approach one of the groups, like a group of 3 elderly dwarves, and they definitely eye you suspiciously as you're walking up.
Shows, were you guys in here last night?
No,
Who was in here last night?
just women and children.
Okay, can you point me to a specific person that was in here that might have seen what happened?
Roll persuasion.
That is a 12 plus 2, so 14.
You see, he sort of just scoffs, and the 3 of them sort of turn their backs towards you.
She goes, I am trying to help you and keep the children alive.
He turns back around. I didn't ask for your help. I'm in here. We're in here.
But you weren't here last night. So let us help you.
You see, he looks a little pained about that and hurt. And he thinks about it for a second. And he says, well, it was just women and children last night. We're in here tonight. Talk to her. And he points at a woman, a dwarven woman with a beautiful, beautiful long beard. And she's reading to some of the younger kids right now. She's sitting up on a stool.
She goes, thank you. And Sally would go over and wait until she's done reading, and then ask her if she can speak to her for a moment.
Okay, yeah, you get her attention, and she's a very stoic, very plain-looking dwarven woman with a long beard. She has ribbons in her beard, and she looks up at you and says, "Well, I please do sure hope you're here to help."
Yes, I am.
Well,
Where? You were here last night, correct?
yes, I was, ma'am.
Was there only one thing that attacked, or were there multiple?
Well, me and the rest of the lady folks decided that we was gonna stay up all night just reading and hold prayers. But and she breaks out crying. But we all somehow fell asleep anyway. And when I woke up, and she just breaks down in tears again. Some of the other female dwarves run up and start comforting her. One of the other female dwarves says, "We lit candles, and we don't even remember falling asleep. We were praying and holding hands, and everybody seemed just fine, and then we fell asleep."
It might have been magical. Something's on its side.
What kind of there's no magicians around here. This isn't the city.
No, but we don't know what this thing is, either.
Well, we think it's some type of creature from outside the wall. We think it's got in here. We think somebody helped let it get in here. How else could it have gotten in here?
I don't know, but we're gonna try to get it tonight. No more children should suffer for this.
Well, that's one thing that we can all agree upon. So I hope you've got some type of plan. And she looks at you guys almost pleadingly.
I've got a plan and some ideas, and I don't know if they're gonna work, but it's better than what we got right now.
Okay. So I would say that you guys have time to make your preparation. Locke, you seem to have a big plan, so I'll start with you. Locke, what would you like to spend your time doing until nightfall?
I'm gonna get everybody to make sure that they're all their beds and everything are pushed as close together as possible. They're not gonna be moving, and I'm gonna space them out just enough so I can fit caliber traps in between all of the beds, and give everyone instructions: don't move. And I'm gonna show them these are pointy. They're gonna hurt you but protect you, and I'm gonna make sure all the kids know that. And I'm gonna set them up, and then I'm gonna cut little bits of chain as like noise markers in between all of them as well, and put some on the windows and everything, and on all the doors.
Okay. I would like you to go ahead and make me a survival check with an advantage, because you have time to set all this up. Idjit, Sally, what are y'all doing during this?
I'm checking the doors and making sure, like, doors and windows to make sure that they're sturdy and that they'll be hard to come in or out if needed.
Okay.
Like,
Survival check from you as well. Sally?
She'd probably ask the boys what they're doing, and then once she finds out what they're doing, she's like, "Don't worry, I'll play with the kids." And she pulls out her pan flute and starts playing her pan flute to try to keep spirits up.
And a performance check from you.
Beautiful.
Locke, what'd you get?
Okay, 13.
A 13. Okay. I would say that you set up your traps as good as you can. You've got the windows down pretty well. You're pretty sure that if anybody comes in here, you're gonna hear it. I'd say you have your cattle traps pretty evenly spaced. You seem pretty confident with all your work. Idjit, what did you get?
22.
They're strong doors. You see that the back door is a little loose on its hinge, and you take the time to fix it really quick to make sure that it closes all the way and latches properly. And Sally, what did you get for your performance check?
26.
A 26. And what kind of music do you play these kids?
Just like little tunes that they would know.
Okay. So you play some old tunes that these kids would know. It's very distracting for them, and they are entranced listening to your music. It looks like a lot of the adult dwarves actually like really appreciate this and finally get to take a sit down and take a little break from, being in charge of the kids this whole time, and they're sort of just watching your performance as well. And as the last child closes its eyes listening to the music that you played, as night falls down around you, the sun is gone. My son is screaming right now. You guys have to talk.
I make
Alright.
sure I have some lit torches
Okay.
Can I
just scattered about to give light, like not bright light, but like
enough?
kind of there and hidden behind things to help just give a little bit of light to see, so we're not in complete darkness.
Okay. So you light up
Can-
some torches. Sally, what do you do?
I had 2 bells. Can I put them on, one on like the front door, one on like the back door?
Sure. Okay, that's what you're doing. I'll take a survival check and lock.
Is there like a place like above all the kids that I could sit, like that's kind of high up?
Yeah, give me a dexterity check. You
Like-
could definitely get up in the rafters. Because it's 2
Fif-
stories, but not like there's not like a place to sit up there. It's just got a high roof, right?
That 20.
Yeah, you quickly just hop up in full fucking plate mail armor and somehow get yourself. Oh wait, fuck you! You're in plate mail. Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
I got a 15 for my bells.
It's a 19 on the die, so 23.
Okay, so you get up there in your plate mail armor without making too much noise and without waking the kids up. Sally, you said you were going up there too?
No, I'm doing the bells on the doors.
Okay, yeah, you got your bells positioned very well. Idjit?
I've just posted myself against the wall with I have my
And
my
Idjit-
warhammer out right now.
And Idjit is just posted up, baby. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to roll some things behind the screen for myself. All right. Are y'all staying up all night, or are you keeping watch in turns? How is this working?
I'm gonna stay up all night.
Okay.
I'm taking periodic, like I'm taking like
You want to
30-minute
trade off on
naps.
naps?
Like like just kind of like trying to
All right.
not stay up all night, but be.
I'm going to let y'all figure it out and talk amongst yourselves real quick. He just stopped
Okay.
screaming. I'm going to go give him a kiss and make sure he's ready for bed and shit. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Sally's gonna have a dagger out, and I think we should have
Posted
that's
against the
her.
wall like this, like.
We're just gonna sit next to each other and wake each other up for naps. Works.
No, it's what hour 2 hour increments. Like it's only the two of us. It's oh boy up there.
If he's gonna be up the whole time, it's fine. He'll let us know. What I'm worried about that Snake's gonna do is say that there's like a thing for the women and the children so that they don't wake up, so it's against me. Rude. We'll see.
I just wanted to be above so I have a view. I'm being Hawkeye right now. I'm
I
doing
love
the
it.
above view thing.
Yeah.
And also, just in case something happens to everybody on the floor and it doesn't reach me.
Oh, it's right.
Bullocks. Locke is a person in a suit of armor, and we do not know.
Yes. I have not told anybody what I am. I'm just humanoid.
He has a
I
shield
could be
that makes
anything.
faces. We love it. A shield that has faces.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
and I have an emoji shield, which I have been drawing emojis.
I love
figured.
that.
As soon as he told her that, I was like, he's gonna be drawing that shit this whole fucking session.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No, Bullocks, he does not want to tell you.
It's my favorite one so far.
I love it.
Sorry, he needed tucked in. I gotta do dad stuff always first.
Always.
All right, sorry.
Got it.
Yep. Okay. Would you say we are getting a short rest at
Yes.
minimum? I would like to change my armor to stealth armor.
Okay, so what does that do to your armor class? And you gotta explain this to me. So does it basically like change it from plate mail to like studded leather? Like, what does that mean? What does it do?
So no, it's always scaled mail. It's just now I lose the disadvantage on stealth checks. And
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you have time to do that. As y'all are doing the things that you guys are doing and sort of waiting, trying to get a little bit of rest, changing your armor, I need each of you to go ahead and make me first a perception check.
Uh, 19.
8.
okay, hold on, back at my steps. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay, Idjit
Yep.
and Sally, you do not notice. Locke, as you are like changing your armor, you see what looks like some type of fog or mist slowly seeping under the back door. I need everybody to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Locke, you can make yours with advantage. Are any of you immune to sleep?
I'm immune to
No.
charmed.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to need
Or
those saving
to
throws.
avoid charmed.
16.
Okay.
Can I give myself guidance?
Guidance is a reaction?
No.
Then no.
That's why. Wait, is it?
I'm asking.
No, it's an action. You have to do it for me beforehand. Nope, I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
$19.
You got a 19? Okay. Locke?
I rolled 2 9s. I got a 9.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. So, Locke, as you look over, you sort of like notice in surprise that this mist is coming underneath the back doorway, and you go to say something, and then you fall asleep. Sally and Idjit, I need one last perception check. As you feel an incredible tiredness come over you.
21.
That is a pass.
Fucking 14.
That is a fail. Idjit is half nap right now as this incredible tiredness comes over, and he's sort of just zoned out. Not fully asleep, but not noticing. Sally, you eventually look over and see that half of the room is full of this mist, and you see a shadowy form materialize from the mist amongst the children. I'm going to roll a dexterity check to see if he happens to stand on one of these hidden caltrops. He does not. I have gotten my third nat 20 in a row. Or not in a row, but this fucking adventure. This dice right here is going to be y'all's fucking Horcrux. I'm holding on to that one.
I have a question. Do I fall out of the rafters?
You said you're half asleep.
No, he's asleep.
Fuck. How are you perched up in the rafters? Let's get into it.
I was literally just sitting there, like just kind of leaning over like the edge on like a corner, like like ready to jump off if I needed to, fiddling with my armor.
Above the children.
Yes.
Oh my god, no.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a luck check. And I'm going to roll one over here.
Don't hit the children. Don't hit the children.
No, hit the children.
Hit the guy, not the children.
Nat 20.
a nat 20, somehow you do not fall out of the rafters. Even dead asleep, your body is so tensed up and prepared that you were just perched there like how a bird sleeps.
Oh, I was
Holy
hoping it
shit.
would fall.
Sally, as you see this form materialize, it takes the form
I wanted to fall.
of a slender elven man with bright red eyes and sharp claws. Can I get a history check as you shake off the sleepiness?
Heck yes. 17.
You are pretty damn sure that that is a vampire. Roll initiative. Sally.
Am I the only one awake?
You're the only one rolling initiative.
Can my luck check me to fall?
17.
You got a what?
17.
You have the first reaction.
How sleepy is my friend right next to me? Can I fucking wake him up? Can I just go fucking wake up?
I will let you use your bonus action to rouse Idjit from his slight slumber.
Great, that's the first thing I'm doing. I fucking shake him. Wake up, it's not your turn to sleep.
All right, Idjit, you get jostled a little bit and you immediately snap to. You're at the bottom of initiative order. You see a motherfucking vampire. Sally, take your action.
How far away is he?
He's on the other side of the children from you at the back door. So about 10 feet away. He's not far away at all. But there's a bunch of children and caltrops in between y'all.
Yeah, well, I can throw a dagger at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
And that's what I'm doing.
For sure.
That's 19.
A 19 hits, for sure.
Well, remind me to get that later. And that's a 6 damage.
Okay. So you toss this knife, and it sticks into the vampire. You see it cuts his skin, and it sort of like closes a little bit around the knife before he pulls it out. And he glares at you. Do you have a... Oh, you already used your bonus action. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. For his turn, he's going to make a attack action on the closest child. He snatches a child, and he's going to use his movement to run out the back door. Ringing the chains, ringing the bell, waking up Locke. Locke, roll me a dexterity check.
Does he step on any caltrops?
I was just about to ask.
You
Because that will slow
motherfuckers.
his movement.
He goes, ah! As he steps into one. I'll say he gets to the door and doesn't get outside of the door. Because of your caltrops. I need that dexterity saving throw, Locke.
I need to get a dice cam. I got a nat 20.
Locke, you wake up and immediately look over. Like, you fall. You get that jerk, like, right before you're about to fall asleep, and it wakes you up. You immediately turn and see that there is a vampire, an elven vampire, holding a child who is starting to already scream in his arms. He stepped on a caltrop, waking everybody up. He is at the back door. You are not going to get an action this turn. Idjit, you're up. You do have an action. What would you like to do?
Well, so I get 2 attacks per action. So you said he's what now about 20 feet from me?
Yes.
So as I stand, I'm gonna fling a hand axe off my belt.
Okay, he is holding a child. If you miss, you hit the child.
I'm proficient with these motherfuckers. Like, I have mastery on these bitches.
I understand. Go ahead and roll to hit, my friend.
That is a fucking 12. You bitch.
You fling this axe, and the vampire like shrieks away in horror and uses the kid to catch the blow. You hear the kid that was screaming is now whimpering, and you can hear a slight chuckle come out of the vampire.
Okay. I'm going to now charge at him and swing my warhammer.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, ooh, nat 20.
Okay. This is the first nat 20. To the viewers, I use a critical hit, critical fumble table. You now have to roll percentage dice, and that is a blunt weapon.
38.
78. That's a big number.
38. I'll be nice and actually 38. I wish it was 78.
It's a
But
38?
no. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's going to change things a
I
little
wish.
bit. All
I
right.
wish it was 78.
That is a double damage. Roll dex or be knocked down. So roll your damage like normal, add your bonuses, and then double that number.
Didn't he also crit?
That's for the crit.
So, oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't use my tower. That doesn't count. Okay. A massive blow. You knock him into the door incredibly hard. I just need that damage.
6 plus 4, so 10.
Times 2 is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, with a like you hear something snap in his shoulder. You hit him so hard. I'm going to roll to see if he holds on to the child.
Grab the kid.
He holds on to the kid, dude. We're going to go top of the initiative order.
Don't I still get a bonus action?
What do you want to use your bonus action for?
Can
I
you grab the
apologize.
kid?
No, I'm going to make that take an action.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Anti-rage?
Yeah, you can rage as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
You look at this vampire, black ooze dripping out of his shoulder, and you see the child dripping blood, skin already turning pale. Sally, it's the top of the initiative order. Idjit is on the vampire by the back door. You see that Locke is woken up. The kids are panicking and running around, tripping over caltrops, running into chains, running into each other. There's blood everywhere. This has been a massacre, almost. None of the kids are dying, but they are just getting ripped up by these caltrops. They're stepping on them. People are getting hurt. It's your turn.
Where's that? No, I have it.
Sally?
1 second. I have a spell. I'm looking for it.
Yes, ma'am.
I know. But we're gonna try. Calm emotions.
Calm emotions.
Level 2 spell. That's why I can't find it. Yes.
Okay.
So, you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered around a point you choose within range must make charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes. A creature fails the saving throw, chooses to do one of the two effects.
This is
There's
the first
more.
spell that's been cast in this campaign. Because the gods and all of the things that brought magic into this world has left, we have a woeful magical result chart that you have to roll on every time you cast a spell. So first, I'm going to need you to roll your percentage die.
Okay. I also go, please. I look around. I look up to the sky. Go, Pan, please. I ask my god. 97.
Oh shit, that's horrible. The higher you roll, the worse. Now you have to roll twice on the chart.
Roll one more time?
As you cast a spell, dark magic starts spitting out of Sally's fingers, and it looks like it's ripping the air around it. Sally, you know that this is not a super powerful spell, and that something crazy powerful is about to blast out of your arm.
So I gotta roll again. She goes,
Twice.
fuck.
You're on my chart twice now.
She goes, fuck, Pan, please. That's a 27.
Okay. You take 1 spiritual damage. Not to your hit points. Just put a 1 next to your hit points.
Okay.
They're level 7, chat. Roll your percentage again.
That's an 18.
And
My baby is not liking this.
and another 2 spiritual damage.
Okay,
As
so that's
this
3.
blackens the tips of your fingertips as you cast this spell out. I'm going to go ahead and roll my saving throw. That's a fail, actually. I got a 3. What are my pluses? What save is it again? You said charisma?
Yep, charisma saving.
All right, so rolling a 3, that would be a 12. Does that pass or fail?
Fail.
Okay, you cast Calm Emotions. What is your, like, how does that spell work from you? Like, are you just giving him, like, pleasant thoughts to think about? Are you distracting him with emotions of when he was young? What are you thinking?
So this is a 20-foot radius. So it's hitting the kids and everything.
And I'm going to
Granted,
automatically say they failed.
It's not gonna last on him long if he gets attacked, but, not that part. Eternally indifferent about creature of your choice is, that's hostile towards. This indifference ends, so he's indifferent to everyone. But it's mainly to calm the children. That's what I was using it for.
Okay, you put this calming presence down. The children stop panicking. They stop tripping all over caltrops. The elderly dwarves and the women dwarves are able to move the kids safely away from where this fight is happening. The vampire, that glazed red look in his eyes sort of fades away for a moment, and you sort of see like a brilliant blue of what might have been his natural eye color before all of this. And he drops the kid and he just goes, "Kill me!" And he's going to try and bolt through the door. Idjit, you have a reaction?
Yeah, I got a reaction. I'm going to push, like, I'm going to try to push my way to keep him out of the door, like, out of the doorway.
Okay.
With my hammer.
So he's trying to get out, and you're going to try and force him to be stuck inside. I need
Correct.
you to roll a opposed strength check. What do I get here?
I'm got advantage right now because I'm in rage.
I rolled pretty good, so we'll see what you got.
My first one's a 19 plus 4 is 23.
Okay, yeah, you beat him. I got a 22. I got a 19 plus 3. I was really proud of that. Or a 19. It's a 19 plus 4. No, I did my math right. It's an 18 plus 4. It's 22. Yeah, he tries, and he's incredibly strong, but you're just so close to the ground and so thick, and you got this big-ass warhammer. You pin the door closed and pin him up against the corner.
Okay.
He's stopped. Do I have a bonus action with this motherfucker? He's going to use a legendary action. He's going to try and bite you. That's what we're going to do. He shakes his head, and that red look replaces that look in his eyes as he goes to bite you in the neck. Does a 14 hit?
No.
He tries to bite you, but you've just got him so fucking pinned up against the side of the wall in the door frame right now that he can't even get at you. Idjit, that was basically your attack of opportunity, so you still have a turn. I'll give you your action now.
I'm still in rage, right? Since I did it the end of my last turn, it ends the end of my next turn, correct?
Your rage?
Yeah.
I don't. Yes. I think so.
So I was reading the chat.
Lock in, Idjit. What are you doing?
So since I have him shoved in the corner, can I hold my turn, hold my action,
Okay, sure. You can hold your action.
and try to get locked down here or to get the kid out of his hand?
Okay. No, he dropped the kid already. He
Oh, he
dropped
did.
him.
Oh, he dropped the kid.
When she calmed his emotions, he dropped the kid.
Okay.
Locke, you're up.
Can I just see him from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can definitely see him.
I'm gonna look down at my hands, go shit, and point my hands out, and I get 2 attacks, and I'm gonna shoot two lightning bolts at the vampire.
Okay. He's locked in with Idjit right now.
Shoot him in the face.
They're lightning bolts?
They're not like the spell lightning bolt. It's part of my armor.
Okay.
It's a ranged weapon that it just shoots like a little one thing of lightning at him
Pew, pew.
from like Iron Man's repulsor blast. but
Gotcha.
lightning.
All right, roll to hit.
But electricity, right?
20
Like that's
21? Yeah.
21 definitely hits.
So I'm using both my attacks, and then 18.
And 18 also hits. Go ahead and roll your damage up.
5 plus 10, 15 lightning damage.
Oh, shit. Okay, so he takes 15 more. He's starting to look a little hurt. He's definitely bleeding from where he was struck by the sledgehammer, but you can see that that's already healing. This lightning damage seems to do a little bit more damage to him, and it's not immediately healing. It's definitely, like, burnt his shoulder. All right. You've still got your held action, Idjit,
Mhm.
before we go back to the
And,
top of initiative order. Oh, unless Locke has more.
Yes, as a bonus action, because I'm a thing, I get a bonus action where I can use the help action as a bonus action, and I get special things if I do that. So I'm gonna help Idjit be able to see where he's running and give him some extra movement. So both me and him have plus 10 to our movement speed till the start of my next turn.
And is that a spell?
No, it's
Or is that like a mechanical ability that you've got? Does it use technology, or does it use magic?
It's a racial ability.
Okay, then we're going to let that go through. All right, you definitely feel this power come over you, Idjit. You're used to this. You've rolled with Locke many times before. You know that you're now faster, but you've got this man pinned. What else would you like to do, Idjit?
So I'm gonna bite, and then I'm gonna try to use petrifying gaze.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit with your bite.
It's 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
12.
12 damage. Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
take a vicious bite out of his arm. As he's, like, trying to fight you off and bite at you, you bite him back, and he yells out in pain. All right.
Now, petrifying gaze, I need a con save.
22.
He saves.
Yeah, you stare him in the eyes, and you use your petrifying gaze, and his red eyes don't even blink as he's going to use a legendary action to try to bite you again. I rolled a fucking 2. And he misses. You've got him fucking pinned, dude. I'm trying to get... Where's my nat 20s now? Yeah, you've got him pinned to hell, back up to top of initiative. Sally, you see that Idjit's got this guy, like, legitimately fucking pinned. You can tell that he's healing a little bit from these wounds, but you can also see that he does not have... he's not... it appears he's not regenerating from the lightning attacks.
Okay. Where's the kid that he was holding in all this?
Crawling slowly away from behind Idjit, where Idjit's got him pinned. The kid does not look to be doing okay.
I'm gonna say fuck it. The guy's got this. I'm gonna grab the kid and get the kid away from all the dangerous shit.
All right, you're gonna run in, grab the kid, and extract. There's no
Yeah.
rules for that. He's got the vampire pinned right now. I think that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Next is the vampire who is got fucking.
Wait.
Oh.
Can I bonus action?
Go ahead. What is your bonus action? Sorry, I haven't
Um,
DM'd in so long.
You're fine. I wanna inspire my friends bardically.
Okay, explain. You're pulling out the pan flute.
No, I'm just gonna cheer for him.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm gonna say, AJ, you're doing great. Keep holding him there and hit him harder. Locke, use some more lightning. Fuck that bitch up.
All right, and you guys are bardically inspired. Fantastic. Now we'll go to the vampire. What cool shit can I do? I can do that.
Kind of stuck in the corner right now.
Fucking stuck here. All right, he's gonna slash at you and try to make a bite attack. With the slash, 6. Fucking no good, dude. 10 to hit. And with the bite, 14 to hit.
Nope.
Dude, he's biting, he's scratching, he's just not able to get out. I need you to go
You
to
guys
make
have to remember, I'm like 3'11", so
Y'all are still staring each other in the eyes. I need you to go to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is
Wisdom
Agent
is
within 30
17.
feet of me?
How close, Locke?
Is Widget within 30 feet of me?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm going to use my reaction to use Flash of Genius and give Idjit +4 on that roll.
So, okay, so dirty 20? No, 21. Sorry.
You would have
You get a
failed.
1d8 from me too, just to let you know.
All right. So he tries to charm you. You look into his eyes and you immediately feel like, why am I fighting this man? But then the rage burns deeper, and Locke gives you a little bit of help, and Sally gives you a little bit of help, and you're not charmed, and you keep him pinned there, and it is now your turn, Idjit. You've got him pinned to the wall still. He looks pretty bloodied. He looks pretty hurt. He's almost scared. After his charm didn't work, you can see a little bit of panic in his eyes now.
He asked for death, so.
Just trying to help. So I'm going to push back and swing down.
All right.
So I'm going to release it, like kind of release him from the corner a little bit just to be able to
Get some
swing.
distance and swing. All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
17 plus.
Oh, yeah, you smash him with the hammer. Go ahead and roll your second hit, and then you can give me all the damage altogether.
It's a 7 plus 7, 14.
A 14 misses.
Okay.
So you smash him with the first hammer. He gets knocked back into the wall, causing you to miss your second attack. Can I go ahead and get that damage?
It's 6.
6 bludgeoning. Okay.
Mhm.
You hit him in the chest,
because
and it sort of just bounces off of him a little bit.
So because I'm like proficient, like I'm mastery with this bitch, I push him into that, like I hit him and push him into that wall, so he's stuck back into the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you
So
are
I
just...
can use my movement to get right back and lock up with him.
Make your opposed strength check, buddy. What'd you get?
7.
I got a 14. You go to pin him, and he grabs your wrist, twists it, and pushes you back off of him. So he has a little bit of distance again.
Okay.
Any bonus? That was your bonus. Locke, what you got?
I'm gonna shoot him with more lightning.
Okay, roll to hit. Roll to hit. You don't have any chance of hitting Idjit right now unless you get like a nat 1 because they've created that distance again. So
Let's see. First one's 21,
21 hits.
and then 16.
And a 16 hits. Go ahead and roll up your damage, you son of a bitch.
9. 14 lightning damage.
14 lightning damage. These lightning strikes are really hurting him. You can tell as he just shrieks out in pain for both of them. Shit. I'm running out of shit to do. All right. Do you have a bonus action?
Yes, bonus action. I am going to tell Idjit and give him the help action again. And this time I'm using the ability. There's 3 different versions of this, and this one's Spite. So I'm going to tell him, hey, Idjit, that guy's weak on his back foot, and he's holding back on that left side. So if you go from that way, you can hit him. And then I'm going to give it so that Idjit, the next time he hits him with an attack, he has the vampire will have disadvantage on any attack after that.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Back up to the top of initiative. You see he is definitely regenerating from some of these wounds. Sally, you're up. You've gotten this kid to safety, given her to, one of these female dwarves or one of the elder dwarves. You turn back around. You see Idjit is still locked in battle with this vampire. Locke is blasting down at him from the rafters. What would you like to do?
How hurt is he?
He looks pretty bloodied to you. Sally?
I'm debating on healing the kid or.
Well, now is not the time to debate. It's your turn.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna heal the kid because I'm right next to the kid. They got this.
Okay.
I'm more worried about the kid.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do Cure Wounds, which is a spell.
Hoity-toity, hoity, hey. Roll your percentage.
Hey, play a part, they say. It'll be fun, they say.
I didn't say that.
Hey, kids, they say.
I need to get this chart pulled up on my TV, too. Or on my monitor, too. All right, go ahead and do percentage.
That's 17.
Okay. You take... I don't even have to look that one up. You take 1 spiritual damage. But you are successfully able to cast your spell. Go ahead and roll to heal the child.
That's 8 hit points for the baby.
You pass your hand over the wound that was left from Idjit's axe, and it completely closes up. And you go over the feet and the knees and all the open wounds. The kid is at full health now.
Okay. Can I move towards them and leave like 5 feet distance between me and Idjit?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
All right, it'll be the vampire's turn. He is going to... I can't do that, can I? Fuck. No! He's going to try and escape again. He's going for the door. You have an opportunity to attack Idjit.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay. As you swing at him, he busts out of the back door and starts to take off. What is your movement? Gotcha. As soon as he moves his movement about 30 feet away, you guys see, especially Idjit and Sally from from where you're at, Locke, you wouldn't be able to see this. He turns into a bat and flies away.
Like away.
Away.
How
You son of a
far
bitch.
away?
He starts flying off into the sky, 30 feet. He's 30 feet out the door and 30 feet into the air.
Okay. Can I get a turn back? Because I can still shoot him.
Explain.
My hand launch, my lightning things from my hand, they have a regular range of 90 feet and a long range of 300 feet.
Do you have to be able to see your target?
Yes. So if I jump down and run out on my turn, I can see him.
Okay. I will let you jump down and use your movement. Go ahead and roll to hit. It's a small target. The armor class is going to be different. But go ahead and roll.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, well, before
And
you
then an
continue, you understand that we have a critical fumble table as well as a critical hit table. Go ahead and give me that percentage dice.
Oh.
Oh, man.
86.
Oh, no. Hit self, normal damage, and stunned for 1 round. You jump down, and when you aim your blaster, it implodes in your hand. Go ahead and roll your damage up.
Did you use my bardic inspiration?
9 lightning damage.
So you take
It doesn't matter. I rolled a nat 1.
So you take 18 lightning damage altogether and knock yourself out. You basically just tased yourself unconscious. But only for a round. You're only stunned for 1 round. But that's enough time for this fucking bat to probably get away.
I mean...
But you have a 300 round. He'd be 60
Yeah.
feet away. And then 120. He'd be 180 feet away. So here's what we're going to do. It's nighttime. It's a bat at night flying 180 feet away. You can make me a perception check at disadvantage. If you can see him, I'll let you shoot again.
That's fair. I don't see him.
Okay. You look around,
My first roll was an 8. Not getting it.
breathing heavy. You see the blood from the scrapes and cuts of these children all across the floor. You see the door jamb is back broken again, which you had once fixed. You've now broken again, Idjit. No kids died tonight. And as you're looking around, you see a pouch on the ground that wasn't there before.
Grab it.
Locke, when you pick up the pouch, inside it, you see 3 gold pieces and a note that it is an address. You recognize this address as a home in the borough. And that's where we're going to end the stream tonight for D&D. For Rebirth from the Ashes. Thank you everybody so much for coming to episode 1. Let us know in the chat what you guys fucking thought, man. We're going to switch it up to Siege here momentarily. We're going to take a short break after episode 1, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Last thoughts, Sally? Alpha? You want to go ahead and you can throw out your Twitch stream or your whatever and, say hi to people.
I'm not streaming tonight, but you can find me at I don't even remember my username right this second. D&D got me in. You can find me Alpha Husey at Twitch.
Green.
You guys know who I am.
I exist. You'll see me around. Love y'all. I'm entertaining.
Ozzy.
Entertaining. I'm Ozzy Lives. That's with the Z. Bro, fuck that vampire. I'll fuck that thing up if I see it again.
All right,
Go
it
get
sounds good. Hey, I hope all you guys in the viewer list enjoyed it. If you feel like hanging out, you can ask us some more questions. I'm pretty sure Alpha's going to be around. I'm pretty sure Ozzy. Green, did you want to play some Siege?
No, I'm gonna go play Power World.
Okay, so I know Alpha's going to be here. I know Ozzy's going to be here. If you guys have any questions about the campaign or any comments that you guys want to make, I'll be back roughly in like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. But for now, you guys get to listen to really cool music, I guess. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for coming, guys.